each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. It's Saturday, the weekend. It is April 17th, 2021. And yeah, good times, man. Had a good birthday yesterday. Had a lot of fun. Did some relaxing. Actually, got a lot of stuff done. All right. If you are here, please say hello. Whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. And of course, feel free to comment. Say hello. If you had something that you'd like to add to what we were talking about, please feel free to do so. So I'm going to start with ODAT today. All right. The program teaches me to remain on guard against impatience, lapses into self-pity, and resentment of the words and deeds of others. Though I must never forget what it used to be like, neither should I permit myself to take tormenting excursions into the past, merely for the sake of self-indulgent morbidity. You see, part of my problem is that my forgetter works very, very well. And my brain tends to remember the good times that I had while I was drinking. But it doesn't, what it didn't do, it does now. It didn't carry me back to the bad times, the things that were happening. You know, when I first came into the program, I was yellow. Another drink was going to kill me, man. Now that I'm alert to the danger signals, I know that I'm improving day by day. If a crisis arises or any problems baffle me, do I hold it up to the light of the Serenity Prayer? Today I remember, or today I pray. I pray for the perspective as I review the past. I pray for perspective as I review the past. May I curb my impulse to upstage and outdo members of my group by regaling them with the horrors of my addiction. All right. Those are what we call war stories, and we stay away from them. Okay? Do not one-up somebody on a war story. All right? Why? Because we don't need to live there. That's a dangerous place to be. Yeah, we might recount some of our stories if we're having fun, things like that. But if it's because you're trying to impress somebody else, then it's for the wrong reasons. May I no longer use the past to document my self-pity or submerge myself in guilt. May memories of those miserable early days serve me only as sentinels guarding against hazardous situations or unhealthy sets of minds. Today I'll remember I cannot change the past. So, you know, I don't do a lot of the things. I don't hang out with the same people. I don't go to the same places. And I had to change my people, places, and things. I had to change my playmates. Okay? I have to get rid of all of them. Some of them were, I don't know, quote unquote normies. I don't know that anybody's a normie anymore. But let's get to the daily reflection. Today's was out of the 12 by 12, and I currently do not have my 12 by 12. So I went with June 24th. A spiritual kindergarten. We're only operating a spiritual kindergarten in which people are enabled to get over drinking and find the grace to go on living to better effect. Okay. We were just kind of talking about this in the meeting. The meeting I was just in is when we first get in and we're new, you know, people will do things that'll make us feel quote unquote stupid, right? Well, I know that. I'm 50 years old. No. So I want you to switch that word to naive. Okay, naive's not. It's just what it is. It means you don't know. So what? I'm naive about a lot of things. That's okay, because if I'm naive, then I can learn. As Bill sees at page 95, I've gotten so many things lately that I'm losing track of them all. All right. What page did I say it was? 95? I did. All right. We're only operating a spiritual. Okay. We are only operating a spiritual kindergarten in which people are unable to get over drinking and find the grace of God to go on living to better effect. Each man's theology has to be his own quest, his own affair. Right? It's like your higher power is your higher power. It's not mine, and you can't have mine. Right? I'll introduce you to yours. That's not a problem. But you're going to have to, I can even lead you to the door of willingness, but I can't open it. I don't have the key. You have the key, right? Things like that. When the big book was being planned, some members thought it ought to be the Christians in the doctrinal sense. Others had no objection to the use of the word God, but wanted to avoid doctrinal issues. Spirituality, yes. Religion, no. Still, others wanted a psychological book to lure the alcoholic in. Once in, he would take God or leave him alone as he wished. To the rest of us, this was shocking, but happily, we listened. Our group conscience was at work to construct the most acceptable and effective book possible. Every voice was playing its appointed part. Our atheists and agnostics widened our gateway so that all who suffer might pass through, regardless of their belief or lack of belief. So what I'm hearing is that AA made it all inclusive, right? And we try not, the fact that they're bringing up God and things like that. I utilize the word God so that people understand what it is that I'm saying. I don't go into all my theological views because they're probably not the same. Actually, they probably are. Be nice to people, right? Treat others as you would want to be treated. But I do not have a punishing hellfire damnation type of God. No. I found that all it takes is very little effort from you to have God in your life. Very, very little effort. About a quarter of the effort you put into getting your drink the last time. Morning, Gary. It's good to see you, man. When I came to AA, I was run down by the bottle and wanted to lose the obsession to drink. But I didn't really know how to do that. All right? Does that mean you're stupid? No, it does not. It means you're naive. I decided to stick around long enough to find out from the ones who went before me. All of a sudden, I was thinking about God. I was told to get a higher power, and I had no idea what one looked like. I found out there are many higher powers. I was told to find God as I understand him. That there was no doctrine of the Godhead in AA. I found what worked for me, and then I asked the power to restore me to sanity. The obsession to drink was removed, and one day at a time, my life went on, and I learned how to live sober. Now, I found that our relationship with God is probably going to be the first successful relationship that we have in our lives. So, therefore, what I do is I base all my other relationships off of that and how it works. I get a lot of gifts from God, but that's because I put in the work. I put in a lot of work every day because I love doing it. This isn't, I say work, but this isn't work to me. I enjoy doing this. In fact, when I don't do it, I can feel like something's missing. Right? So, and that has to do with consistency. So, all right, guys, I will be back tomorrow for daily reflection, or maybe Monday. We will see how the weekend works out. I usually take Sundays off, so but then I say that and then I end up here. So, all right, guys, thanks for being here. I love you. Peace out and have a day.